Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the first episode of the 9th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you like today's full episode, it is available for in the link in the description below. Just click in it, put a password in, and enjoy. So last episode, the finale. I was wondering, how are we going to finish it off? You know, how are we going to lead into season 9, getting us all excited and interested in what's happening? And mate, they actually done a really good one. It was basically a big old drama for all of the couples, you know. And when I say couples, Stuart is involved in that as well, because obviously he's involved with the couple of Howard and Bernadette living in their house. And we'll start from obviously, I don't know, least bad to the worst kind of situation that happened. And basically that one was, they were trying to get him out the house. You know, they were saying he's lived there long enough, you know, we'll try and get him back on his feet, we'll help him. You know, does he need any help? What should we do? We basically just can't let him live here, though. You know, he's lived here for so long. It's our home now. We want to move in. We want to start our life together, you know? And it's just weird having this guy here all of the time. We like him and, you know, we'll support him, but he's run his course now. He's got to go. And he was about to tell him that before he revealed that it was his birthday. And he come in and he brought some cereal and brought some things that both of them liked. And basically they couldn't actually do it. And he ended up giving him a cake and singing happy birthday to him. Raj was in a similar situation where he wanted to do something and he was trying to relay his feelings to Emily by basically saying, mate, I don't think that we should be together. You know, this come after he was asked to go to a graveyard with her to have a picnic and potentially have sex on all the graves, which is bit strange, to be honest. It is a bit weird, and he kind of felt uncomfortable and he was going to break up with her, and when she said come on just spit it out, he ended up saying he loved her, I think. And then obviously they're going the course now, they're together. We had Penny and Leonard, you know, decided, you know what, sack it, shotgun wedding, let's just go. Everybody keeps asking when we're doing this, when we're doing that, how about we just get it done, you know what I mean? Let's just go to Vegas, baby, and get married. And that's what they went to do. Now on the way there, Leonard was like, look, I need to get something off my chest, you know, we're going to start our new life together. When I was at sea, when I was away for a few months, I ended up making out with a girl when we was drunk. Penny's obviously not happy with this. She's upset, she's sad, but she was willing to look past this and say, okay, we'll move forward, which is big for her. But obviously it feels like there's going to be some sort of conflict there, and I don't actually know if they get to Vegas today, if they're going to get married, because this is a big thing that she's got to process, literally on the way to the wedding. And again, the biggest one of all is Amy's decided to break it off with Sheldon. She's like, look, it's snail pace, you know, I understand we're going slow. We've been together like 5 years. We've not really progressed anywhere in terms of kind of contactual relationships, you know what I mean? Like, we kiss in here and there, and when we are kissing, your mind's not even there. Do you know what I mean? At the start of the episode, they was making out, and he was thinking about something totally different. It kind of upset her. And to be honest, he was calling her to propose, which is crazy at the end of the episode, and she was calling him to break up because she needs some space. And that's what actually happened. She got in before him, and obviously they kind of broke it off. Now, I'm not saying Sheldon deserves it and I want them to break up, because I don't. I want them to be together, just like when Leonard and obviously Penny kind of separated. But I do think that this may actually kick Sheldon's kind of, I don't know, do you know what I mean, like positioning the relationship forward a little bit more than it recently is. I know it was a big step asking her to marry him, but the fact is, you know, Amy's waited and been patient for absolutely time, and she don't deserve to be sat at a red light consistently for a few years. You know what I mean? She needs to go from red to amber to green, you know what I'm saying? And she's full on stopped. They need to go forward, and maybe this is the kick up the arse that he needs. So I think it's good. It's sad for him, but good. I think this is going to be interesting this season, and he set it up really well, because like I said, I have no idea how he's going to go going into it. Now I think there's loads of potential going forward, so I'm excited. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
So what package are you thinking?
This one comes with music and flowers. Oh, they even stream the whole thing live on the internet. There's a lot of gorgeous blondes out there who don't believe they can land as short, nearsighted scientists. Let's give them hope. If you're not into this, we can do it another time.
No, I want to. Look, we've put this off long enough. Let's do it.
Excuse me?
Have you gotten married yet?
No, why?
Good, don't do it. Women are the worst. I thought it was paper cuts, but I was wrong. No piece of paper ever cut me this deep. Amy has ended our relationship.
She did?
Is Penny crying?
No.
No, of course not. They thrive on our suffering. If I ever talk about going out with a girl again, roll your eyes at me like I do to you when you say dumb things.
Hey, I just heard about you and Sheldon. Are you okay?
Not really. Can you come over?
Actually, I'm in Vegas. Leonard and I are about to get married.
You're getting married and you didn't invite me? Hope I can catch the bouquet from here.
Why did I just hear Amy's name?
Penny's on the phone with her.
Did she say anything about me? Yeah, never mind. I don't care.
You relax. You're not missing anything special.
Hey,
Isn't it?
She's upset. It's gonna be a great wedding. Look at you in your little suit.
Your marriage is causing her pain? Yeah, great. I take it back. Go ahead and do it. Yay for love.
Mate, the best thing about that situation there, for me, was, I said it before, and it's so simple, it's just minor details. Everybody looked like it was on a phone call. All the phones was lit up, they all had the end call sign, I could see all the buttons. It looked like it was actually real and going on. I do love to see it. Also, you know, way to kick Amy when she's down, you know, tell her that she's not invited to the wedding. Now, obviously, it's nothing to do with her. That, like I said, they're eloping and nobody's there. But you know how crazy she gets. You know how much she loves it and she fully wants to be involved. And remember when Bernadette was getting married? Hardcore she was. You know what I mean? It's just going to kick her when she's down even more. But they're going to get back together. And I don't know if they actually get married today or not. I'm not too sure.
Hello. When last we spoke, you said you needed time.
Well, it's only been 11 hours.
The Lord of the Rings trilogy was nearly 11 hours. I made you watch that. You said it was an eternity.
Sheldon, when I'm ready to talk, I'll let you know.
May I walk with you? Boy, I'm glad we're going out again.
We're not back together.
Wait, is there someone else? You just couldn't wait for that first notch on your bedpost, could you?
Going to Howard and Bernadette's to watch the wedding.
And why wasn't I invited to this?
Maybe because the two of us being there would make them feel awkward.
We make everyone feel awkward. That's our thing.
if you're hungry, there's a breakfast buffet at the strip club next door.
Thanks, but I don't like glitter on my scrambled eggs.
Look, it's not how I pictured it either, but I'm still glad we're doing it. Promise you're okay with everything from the car.
Oh my God, would you stop bringing it up?
You're right. Oh, I'm sorry. We have the rest of our lives to dredge up stuff from the past and fight about it.
Thank you for doing this.
Your pleasure.
We're together for so long. I honestly don't know what I'm feeling.
That's understandable. You forgot. It's called happy.
I know what you're going through. My last breakup was pretty tough.
What was her name?
Hey, it's a true story. I don't need the third degree.
For God's sake, Sheldon, what are you doing?
I didn't want to come in. I was told it would make everyone feel uncomfortable.
Howard, do something.
I'm on it.
Shut the curtains. And there.
You being here might not be making things better.
And is that why everybody was invited but me?
Bernadette invited me, and Stuart lives here.
Who wants hot cinnamon rolls?
I forgot about Raj.
Music. That's your cue.
This is it.
I know.
I love you.
I love you too.
Do you know what I've been thinking is, why is it that they didn't get married with the friends again? Because they're all ordained. Do you know what I mean? Like, they done it perfect last time. All they'd literally done is got their own little props, must have cost $100 or whatever, so I don't even know. They just had a little thing, couple of balloons, you know what I mean? Bit of decorations around, put a little carpet down. Nothing too extravagant, but it looked great. You know what I mean? Like, it was momentous to them. It felt like everybody was involved. It felt like family. And it was good. You know what I mean? And today, I'm not saying it's not, but already it started off not great, is it? You have to wait for your time. Then I've not got all the package that you need. People shouting. Nobody's there to support you. Do you know what I mean? And people can stream it on the internet. Don't know if it's the best combo. You know what I mean? Where all these guys could have married them together.
Raj, you're probably wondering why Amy and I aren't showing any affection to one another.
Didn't even crack the top 10.
Well, you should know that she recently broke up with me.
I said I needed time to think.
I'm sure you guys will figure something out.
You hear that? Raj is devastated. Well, if Bernadette's on Amy's team, I pick Howard.
I'm not taking sides.
Fine, because I'm stuck with Raj.
Before I go any further, have either of you prepared your own vows?
Yes.
No. You wrote vows?
Yeah. I don't have to say them.
No, go ahead. I'll come up with something mushy. You'll cry. We got this.
We are made of particles that have existed since the moment the universe began. I like to think those atoms traveled 14 billion years through time and space to create us so that we could be together and make each other whole.
You're not only the love of my life, you're my best friend. You've got a friend in me. You got troubles. I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. You've got a friend in me.
The song from Toy Story?
He loves that movie.
I do.
Beautiful.
It was nice.
I mean, not like our wedding beautiful.
No, we totally won.
You're broken up or not, it's like you can't make up your mind.
It's because you're not giving me any space to think.
Well, you should think fast, because men can sire offspring their entire lives, but those eggs you're toting around have a sell-by date.
You know what, Sheldon? You've made this really easy. You're immature. You're selfish. You just insulted me to my face. I don't need any more time to think. We're broken up.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
I'm so glad you guys could watch.
I'll say it was beautiful in the comment section.
Hang on. believe I'm supposed to carry you across the threshold.
Hey, he's selling that well.
Make it?
I'm okay. All right.
Yeah, I guess. When we were kissing, I couldn't help but picture you with that other girl.
No, come on. If you're imagining that it was sexy, it wasn't. Oh, we were both drunk, and she smelled like an ashtray. The boat was moving a lot, so I chipped her tooth.
Did you feel guilty after kissing her?
Yes, I felt guilty as soon as it happened. I feel guilty every time I see her.
You work with her? How could you
Obviously.
not tell me that?
I wanted to tell you in the car, but you told me to stop talking.
Oh, okay, so you're saying this is my fault?
No, of course not. Why don't we dim the lights, get naked and make a...
Hello, Mother.
Shelly, how's my baby doing?
That you can remove Amy from your nightly prayers. She broke up with me. I'll be okay. But I think that I'd like to send the ring back to you. I'm done with women. Like when I swore off Pop Rocks, they both hurt you on purpose.
Want to tell me what happened?
Are you going to say it's all part of God's plan?
Good chance.
Then no thank you.
No, it hurts now, but it's gonna get better.
Any man would be lucky to have you.
He's already tried going on a date, hasn't he, with her?
Just hope I did the right thing.
Maybe it's time to do the wrong thing.
Look at Stuart.
Like you're doing right now.
Exactly.
Yes, I like his double down.
Thought I was okay, but it turns out I'm not.
Okay, listen, I may not have been entirely faithful, but you are not easy to lift.
Well, marriage must agree with you. You are just glowing.
I'm not glowing, I'm upset.
Probably his angriness towards women the same as him, that's why.
Knock, 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 Penny. Knock, 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 Penny. Knock, 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 Penny. Turns out being sweet isn't enough to keep a girl these days. I blame Madonna.
Now, it's bad enough what happened, but then he tried to hide the fact that he sees her all the time at the university.
Oh, you don't need to worry about her. She's brilliant and attractive. She can do way better than Leonard. Wait a minute. I know this may sound far-fetched, but I'm on the market now. You know, if I dated Mandy, that would teach both Leonard and Amy a lesson. I could never be with a woman whose self-esteem was so low she'd be with Leonard.
I'm with Leonard.
Yeah, I know. Forever.
No, I can't believe Amy actually went through with it.
You knew that she was going to end it with me? Did you try and stop her?
Like, told her to be true to herself and do what makes her happy.
Do what makes her happy? She plays the harp and her car is paid for. How much happier can she be? Think I'll be going? No. We are done here. Would you mind opening the door and then angrily slamming it behind me? And slam it hard, because I'm pretty steamed.
The thing is, though, do you think it's a bit of a stretch to say that it was a bad boyfriend? Because that is actually tough. There's a difference between, say, you could be in a relationship all the time and somebody could just not do something that you value as very important, do you know what I mean, to affection. Say, for example, you're in a relationship where, obviously, your hormones are going, you want to be intimate, you want to be affectionate, you want to kiss, you want to have sex, you know what I mean? You want to hold hands, you want to cuddle, you want to feel like you're loved, do you know what I mean? And that is one of the key things that you believe that a relationship needs. Now, if the relationship doesn't have that, then you'll feel like that relationship isn't a relationship that you deserve. But that doesn't make them the bad boyfriend, you know what I mean? Like, they could still take that little part of affectionate away, they could still do stuff for you 24/7, buy you gifts, take you out, do you know what I mean? Always listen to you, be there for you, talk to you, take you on trips, you know what I mean? Engage, literally always have your back. But something that you value massively in the relationship is not there, then the relationship isn't perfect for you, so you break up. But that doesn't mean that they're not a good boyfriend. Do you know what I mean? I actually think that Sheldon is an alright boyfriend. I feel like, obviously, in some situations, he always puts himself first, which obviously I do feel, I've mentioned many times before, that I kind of feel upset for Amy in certain situations, but I don't feel like he's treated her bad. Like, to me, a bad partner is somebody that treats you bad and don't make you feel good and is not there for you. And I don't feel like that's Sheldon. I just feel like there's a key bit of the relationship that Amy needs that Sheldon doesn't offer currently. And then obviously it's built up slowly. It's like a kettle. It's been boiling and right now it's just absolutely overflowing.
All right, Leonard, hang in there. Oh, it's a mess. They had a huge fight in Vegas? Sounds pretty bad. Penny's back in her apartment all by herself.
Really?
Maybe they push him over. Go on, you try and get out of this one.
Another reason why men are better than women?
Sure, let's make it an even 100.
You would never kiss me and make me say I love you and then break up with me. And you know why? Because you're a man. The champagne of genders.
The one that screwed up on this one.
Yeah,
You admit
100%.
it, like a man. All you hear women say is, I'll just have a salad. I think this element should be called radium. That last one was Madame Curie. You know what? She was kind of an honorary man. She had a penis made of science.
I believe I'm spending my wedding night with you.
Never imagined any other way.
Thing is, here, you know, you got two situations. Who's in the right, who's in the wrong? Well, to be honest, both of these are technically in the wrong, but the severity of it is totally different. Leonard is completely in the wrong. I wouldn't say kissing somebody's cheating, but then again, it kind of is. And if you said it was, I would never disagree with you, if that makes sense. You know, I think it's hard. It's hard because me as well speaking, even though I'm saying that, is if I caught my girlfriend kissing other people, then I think I'd be potentially done. You know what I mean? Like, it would take a lot to kind of pull back, and it could be one moment, it could be 10 moments. To me, it doesn't matter. Like, the fact is, there's an action there that you know you shouldn't be doing, and you've done it anyway, and you know, didn't think about me or the relationship and us, and you know, you're the one that's ruined it. And that's Leonard. Regardless of whatever happens from here going forward, Leonard is the person that's done something to him and Penny, and I actually don't think Penny's done anything wrong. And I still don't think, even if she overreacts, because you can technically overreact, you could go absolutely crazy, you know what I mean? If we come back and she throw all this stuff out, that's overreaction. But then again, it's kind of not an overreaction as well, because who's to say that, you know, that's not hit her to the heart and she wants a relationship over? And if that's the case, then that's the case. Why is this stuff there? Do you know what I mean? So, like, everybody deals with things in different ways. It's kind of like when somebody says value for money, or is something worth this and that. Well, it depends on all the person's situation. You know what I mean? Every person feels different, but what we can all agree on, well, we should do, unless you're the type of person that thinks it's fine to go around and do stuff with other people when you're in a relationship, is that Leonard totally done something wrong. And if there is going to be consequences, then they're rightful as well. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying I'm picking sides, but if I had to pick one, you know, gun to the head, I'm on Penny's side here. I just don't want it to break up. You know, if it's truly what he says he is, and that it was only a one time, and he was drunk, and he was away. I always say this, I said it many times, but if you distant from your partner for a vast majority of time, you will start to become lonely. And when people start showing affection, it's only the human nature to start gravitating towards it. You know what I mean? So if you go away for 6 months and you don't see your partner, and you start spending time with somebody else, whether it's a man or a woman, whether it's just friendship or relationship, and they show an interest, you're going to start being like, oh, and gravitational pull towards it. And if you do something wrong, which he has done, if he realizes it and stops it instantly, then you've got to say, okay, at least he's managed to do that, but the action's still been done, and you need to speak up and say it. And if there's going to be repercussions, there is, and now we're going living through it. So I want them to be together, and I think they will be together. And they did go through and get married, but it's going to be a rocky start, and it's going to take a little bit before she forgives him, I personally think anyway. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So again, we've just been talking about, obviously, Leonard and Penny. You know, everything that's coming to Leonard, wouldn't say he deserves, but his actions have consequences, and if it comes, it comes, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. And Amy's doubled down on the relationship ended with Sheldon. At first she said we needed to be on a break, needed a bit of time to think about us, the whole situation, but because he didn't give that, he didn't give her space, didn't give her time to think, was pestering, was constantly present, and kind of insulting her in this thinking phase, she was like, you know what, sack it, done, we're through. And again, I personally believe that they are not going to be through and they're going to be together. However, it is a kind of a different, you know what I mean? She's ended their relationship because Sheldon doesn't pay enough kind of attention and doesn't give her the affection that she kind of wants. Where Penny's on the rocks with Leonard because he's done an action with somebody else that's then made her feel like, am I actually worthy and should I be in this relationship? So it's two different reasons, but totally understandable and justifiable. You know, if you're in a relationship that's not moving forward, then what's the point in being in it? And if you're in a relationship where somebody's picking other people over you, then again, what's the point in being in it? So it's going to be interesting to see what they actually do. Stu is obviously here in today's episode because he was in the last, and he's obviously just kind of, to be honest, he makes everything the kind of bit awkward, doesn't it? But that's kind of his character, and I do like him. And, you know, he's thinking, ooh, should I try and move in there and amen? And he learned about Penny. He's like, oh, should I try and move in there and Penny? He's just a pretty funny guy. And you know, it's kind of sad that nobody ended up watching the wedding because of the chaos that was going on with obviously Sheldon and Amy. It was only basically Howard and Stuart that actually got to hear the moments of pronouncing man and wife. Their speech is actually really good as well. Leonard's was cute. I mean, she just quoted Toy Story, which is a great film anyway. And obviously the words do have some weight. And if it's something that you love, then, you know, she smashed it out of the park, didn't she? But I totally understand where she's coming from. I'm interested to see where we're going. Pretty decent start to the season. Kind of established what storylines we're going to do already early on. So can't wait to see what we do and how we move forward. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.